Hello, Linda Ndundo Bonange. I think you know me in DRC much more about my career guidance program, which was called Passeport pour l'emploi RDC. It's still going on Facebook, where you can have some items about how to search for a job or how to create a job. And you know also the book that started all this adventure, Passeport pour l'emploi d'un chrétien. And this book was an opportunity for me to make a lot of seminars about how to search for a job or how to create a job. And most of the people are asking me some questions. They say, well, since you left DRC, we are like orphanage and you don't help us anymore. I think I left some tools, some articles, and you have also the book coming on. But it is true that I think you should have some more tools helping you to self-develop so that you can find a job or create a job. Most of the questions, while I was doing some seminars, I went to Fatima, Sacré-Cœur, in certain universities, and when I was doing the seminar in Masamba, you have certain part of the seminar on YouTube. Most of the questions were about, is there any job in Congo? And my answer was, of course. There are jobs in Congo as there are jobs in all around the world. So it's really important for people to realize that a job is not only a place where an opportunity is given to you to go into an office and work. You can also have a job by creating your own activity. You can buy things and sell things. You can also create things. I think a lot of people that cook mikate, breads and things like that in Congo are people who do create their own job. You can also have like a knowledge that is bankable, that you can finance your studies or your life by selling this intelligence. For example, if you are a teacher, a math teacher, if you're an art teacher, a dance teacher, you can help also, children, follow children after school for their homeworks. But you can also have ideas that you sell, and you can provide a lot of service. Like if you are a mechanician, electrician, if you are a hairdresser, you create your own activity, you create your own job. And that is one of the way where you can find, in which you can find a job in DRC. It's not only by going and searching for a job. But if you think there is no job in DRC, then it's true you are not going to search for a job. But is it the point? Because if at the beginning of this seminar you already think that I cannot search for a job because there is no job in DRC, let me tell you something. I would like for the young one and the less young one to remember 20 years ago, 15 years ago, 10 years ago, 5 years ago, 1 year ago. I would like you to observe your environment. There are so many schools that have been built up, universities, hospitals, small medical establishment. You have also like taxi drivers, bus, restaurant. You can remember that perhaps in your street or in your suburb, in the environment where you were living, or on the way to school or on the way to the job of your parents, you would see that something has been constructed, and then suddenly a restaurant, a hotel, or an embassy or a multinational company just settle down wherever you pass. But because you don't analyze economically your environment and you don't think about this as an opportunity to go and search for a job, you think that there is no job. But you have really to think about it. Think about your environment. If you're living in Kinshasa, it's really easy. The last 11 years that I spent in Kinshasa, I saw that, you know. Starting from the airport, Gili Airport, if you go, for example, till the end of Kinshasa, perhaps in Ngaliema, go in the length and the largeness and the deepness of Kinshasa, and you will realize that in the last 10, 15 years, there have been more and more business building up. You have malls in Kinshasa, in Masina. You have more and more banks. You didn't have that. Cash points and banks and warehouse and telecommunication companies. I would like you to think about the economic situation of your country. Look at Lubumbashi, look at Goma, look at Matadi. We are going to speak about that. So searching for a job is not only going and searching for a job, it's not only creating an activity, but is realizing that there is an economic growth. There are jobs that are created. There are opportunities to create your own job. So this little program on YouTube, which I call emploi RDC, so it's DRC Employment. This little TV program is going to help you getting tools for your search for a job or the creation for a job. And I invite you to follow the next TV program and to discover much more about employment in DRC. Thank you for following me and see you next time. Bye.